Hey everyone, welcome back to another Anime Kingdom reviews. See my title below? Yes, this is on episode 3 of Fuuka, and this one, it gets pretty dang intense in this one, considering we actually get a kiss in this one already. Yeah, I did not expect to get a kiss. Sure, it was more of, a life-saving kind of event that had to be done, mouth to mouth. Was kind of surprised on how it ended up happening, but nonetheless, it was still pretty crazy. And it's getting really hard for me to decide who I want to be with you. Obviously, Fuuka at the moment is shown so much more, and it just seems like, they want to push her into it, and the connection between her and you is growing more and more throughout this episode. Obviously, this one being that, of course, last episode they decided, or she decided for them, that they're going to be in a band. So yes, they end up going to a beach house to end up, doing a part-time job to get, be able to get musical instruments. And it also looks like we are introduced to maybe their drummer as well, considering, when they did walk into the guy's house, there was a drum set, and he said he used to drum, not in front of people anymore. But that could be like a foretelling that he will be, ending up in the band, which is pretty interesting, that they have shown another, because in the opening there is like a bunch of them. We've already seen a couple of them. I'm not too sure if I saw the drummer actually in the opening, but I'm pretty sure he's going to end up being the drummer. But yeah, pretty much this episode's like your own, I guess, beach episode that every anime usually has. And in this one, they're working at the place. Obviously, the type of person he is, a shy kind of guy, not really much of an outgoing, talkative guy, has a hard time at first, and then until, at first it looked like he was going to quit. Fuuka, of course, pushes him forward, and he ends up doing a lot better of a job. And that's another of those kind of things where you see throughout this episode where the connection between Fuuka and, you really pushes both of them to farther. Obviously, because of him, she's able to want to do music and everything, and also because of everything that he's done, how hard he's tried no matter what. That's another reason why she wants to, of course, be in a band with him. And of course, for him, he's doing a lot of things that normally he would never have done before, but thanks to her, it pushes him to do this and that and this and that. And that's why it shows that, like, really the connection between Fuuka and you right now at the moment really just pushes forward and makes you think, yeah, they're going to end up together. But this is where things get a little changed up. Obviously, after everything, Koyuki does arrive. But before that, I want to talk about that. But before that, let's just talk about how, yeah, we got some fan service in this episode with Fuuka. She looks pretty good in that bikini, I will have to admit. Not even gonna lie. Even though I'm more leaning towards Koyuki at the moment, even though they are pushing Fuuka a lot, I do like Koyuki's character so far at the moment more. And kind of just like, I like her overall look, and just how pretty much I feel that she just really does deserve him. Just the whole childhood friend kind of thing. They're making it change where obviously Fuuka is showing more and more of, kind of dependence on him, and kind of she's obviously drawn to him. This is something that's been said multiple times by the other guy, pretty much saying that Fuuka is drawn to him. She isn't like this to other people, only to him, because she is drawn to him, and that's why there's that connection. That's why this episode is called Triangle, pretty much because of the very end of this episode. So obviously throughout when they're on the whale thing, and he's blushing because he keeps looking at her butt. And yeah, he brought up something very interesting. No, I guess not really interesting, but something I always wondered, like, how come girls, obviously, you'd be embarrassed to see someone to see your panties, your pantsuit. Why are they okay in a bikini? It's pretty much the same exact thing, I don't know. I've always wondered that. It never really made sense to me, but right there, it kind of, like, for him too, he was like, oh, why is it okay for that, and then this and that, and it just seems like she doesn't even care, and throughout this episode, he's kind of confused on what his feelings are for her, and what her feelings are for him. Throughout the episode, he kind of feels like at first maybe she does have feelings for him, she is drawn to him, and the next moment it seems like she's so, like, doesn't even care, nonchalant about it, like, none of this kind of affects her, and it seems like it's only affecting him, so it makes him think that she probably doesn't have those kind of feelings for him. But of course, that's where this happens. They end up going way too far out. She panics, falls in the water, gets a cramp, starts to go down. He goes to save her, and this is where I think there's gonna be, like, when there's the like, I think, oh my gosh, yeah, there's gonna be a kiss. It's gonna be like mouth to mouth kind of resuscitation kind of thing going on. Instead, of him doing it, though, it was actually her. It seems it turns out that he went out to help her, and he ends up drowning pretty much, I guess, helping her up. And then of course we end up with Fuuka kissing him, and it was pretty interesting to say the least. 3 episodes in, we already getting a kiss. I guess considering there's only 12 episodes, it does make sense in a way. It's not, like I said, a romantic kiss, but obviously it definitely affected him after completely, pretty much like the whole time after, just like looking at her lips over and over again and overthinking it as he usually does. He always has these, inner monologues where he's overthinking these kind of situations. And then of course he thinks that it doesn't even matter to her. She has an indirect kiss, and with the soda can and everything. And then of course he thinks, oh, I guess she doesn't even care, to which of course she does end up coming to him and says, she does care, don't tell anyone, keep it a secret. And they're both a blushing mess, and you can obviously see that she does have feelings for him, even when she pretty much goes to Mikasa and starts talking to him. And he's like, oh, did something happen between you two? And she's full on like blushing. Oh, what? Nothing. I'm gonna go find you. And I'm over here like, no, don't go and find you. You're gonna ruin the moment. You're gonna, obviously this is where the love triangle part happens and starts. Obviously he goes to see Koyuki because they haven't seen each other in a long time. I'm still wondering why, like, when are they going to show more backstory between them and tell us why they call each other Nico and Tama? That would be interesting to hear and learn about, and it'll definitely give us more of who you want to root for, because right now I kind of like Koyuki, but there's so many things leading to go towards Fuuka, it's hard to like Koyuki at the moment. But it was just really cute, both of them, umbrellas in the rain, playing with the fireworks and stuff. Wind blows, she holds on to him, looks like she's gonna say something, and I'm like, oh my gosh, is she gonna tell him? Obviously she can't, there's gonna be something. And guess what? Yeah, Fuuka comes in like, oh my gosh, and he's like and then she's like and then everyone's like and then of course she's like, Koyuki? And that was of course the end of the episode. So I'm definitely excited to see how the next episode is going to be, now that the love triangle has pretty much just, there it is, everything is connected and shown. I'm hoping we get more on, Koyuki, because we've gotten a whole bunch on Fuuka. Not, saying anything bad about that. I have been enjoying it, but I feel that they do need to give some time for Koyuki to show kind of a connection between them, so it makes the love triangle a lot harder to think on who he is going to end up with. And of course, it's going to have, we're going to see, like, right now he's kind of just interested in, Fuuka. He has these thoughts and everything, these feelings and everything for her, but not really much on Koyuki. Sure, he blushes and everything throughout this time. He calls her beautiful, she's got them really pretty and everything, but there's nothing as much as, there hasn't been as much as there has been with him and Fuuka. So hopefully they do show more of that. I cannot wait to see how the reactions and everything that comes down to it. Will she end up being like, why didn't you tell me that you knew Koyuki? Or will it be more like, heartbroken kind of stuff, like, oh my gosh, why are they holding each other kind of thing, So that should definitely be interesting. Maybe more music, if anything, in the next episodes as well, considering we had the drummer, maybe. So maybe we'll see more of the rest of the band come together. I can't wait to hear the music and see how it is. So yeah, that's all I really gotta say, guys. Another pretty good episode. Can't wait to see how everything's gonna go with this love triangle. Man, it's really got me at the edge of my seat. Like, love triangles, you never know which way it's gonna go, and either way someone's gonna get hurt. And always the feels is for sure, the feels is gonna happen. It's just a matter of when it's gonna happen. So yeah, we just gotta wait to see when that feels happens. It looks like a little bit might happen in the next one, but yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. This anything I missed and you want to talk about, comment below as well. And if you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more content. And yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. So till next time, see ya.